Hey y'all, it's Rick here with Uncommon Communion and happy Saturday, everyone. And can you believe it's only been a week since Holy Saturday, which means a lot has happened this past week. I don't know about you, but I am ready for the weekend and just ready for this period of insanity to be done. I mean, it is crazier every day, right? Because we got a crazy, demented, sociopathic king in place, and no one on his party wants to seem to do anything about it. That said, we always have things that we can do about it. And one of the things that I continue to understand the need to do is to lean into the truth and the reality of the universe, of all of creation, which is that number one, this too shall pass, everything changes, he will be gone, this will be gone. And number two, most importantly, is that we are always and everywhere in the holy presence of the more and each other. And again, I think if you are feeling a sense of whiplash from this week, it is because we saw the best and the worst, right? Tuesday, we saw the absolute insanity of T Rump threatening to destroy a civilization. I mean, to commit war crimes, to do insane things. And also this week, we saw the Artemis astronauts. And oh, by the way, like my shirt, I just got this. Yep, it is the Artemis shirt. Very happy to wear this to my second job today, my winery job. See what conversations this can start. But we saw humans go further than they ever had before. And that's huge and that's amazing. And we saw images of things that we've never seen before with human eyes, the far side of the moon, right? And I think together we see, again, our great potential and also our absolute worst, right? And how do we navigate that? Well, I think we navigate it through hope and through faith and through leaning into what nourishes us, what allows us to connect and to be more loving, kind, generous, patient, so forth, right? I do want to talk before we get into the psalm, and it is Psalm 101 today. We only have 49 more, so we can see the end in sight, right? Before we talk about that, I want to just talk about something you probably saw, but is a place of great hope for me. And that is Thursday. I don't know how closely you've been following Melania's really apparently spontaneous. I mean, it was written, but T Rump is claiming he didn't even know it was coming. But that really weird press conference that she gave, right? Or not press conference, it was a statement. She didn't take any questions, right? But that statement that she gave, and as I was listening right afterwards, commentators, the people I listen to here on Substack, were saying, she's trying to get ahead of something. Something is coming out that she is trying to get ahead of. And I think what is also was also insane about that people were saying is, Trump's war, Epstein Fury, which again is not the real name, as you know, but very much what it was about, really took it off the table. I mean, the Epstein story in the general public and the wider, the corporate media had really subsided. But then on Thursday, as the war was kind of reaching the ceasefire, not ceasefire, where is it, right? She comes out with that. And you know why she came out with this? I don't know if you saw this yesterday, but a story did come out. And I'm not going to give you all the details. You can look it up. You can find it. But a peer of hers who has been deported to Brazil came out on social media, on Twitter, a verified Twitter account. So this is the real person. Now, again, whether she's telling the truth or not, that will remain to be seen. But she is attacking Melania and saying, I got the goods on you. You know what you did, so on and so forth. And she has very clearly got some goods and some information. And again, follow the story. You'll see why it's absolutely heinous, because her son, she was deported because of a phone call that the Trump administration made to ICE. I mean, it's absolutely disgusting and horrible. And yet it is a reminder that for all of these people, especially Trump, but here is Melania and all these people, there are people out there who have what will be, if not the final blow, a very significant blow. And it's coming, y'all. It's coming. I've been saying for a year now, I think we're coming up on a year when, oh, there's nothing to see in the Epstein files and, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to release all that. You remember all that crap. And from that time, I have always been saying we need to keep focusing on this. Number one, for justice for the victims, the survivors, right? And there are so many of those, and we don't even know all their stories, and we never will know all their stories, right? And once we achieve that, or as we achieve that, we also bring the Epstein class and these terrible, horrible human beings to justice, and we bring them down. We can raise this system and we can build something that is just and fair and a democracy, right? Because that is not where we are right now. All right, y'all. So that gives me hope. And what also gives me hope, of course, is the Psalms. And today's Psalm 101 is a fairly short one. I'm going to read it in its entirety. And what I like about this is that it's worded differently than some of the ones we've seen before, because you're going to hear multiple I will, right? And these are commitments. These are affirmations. These are the psalmist saying, this is what I desire. This is what I am going to do. And I think that's important for all of us. I know for me, affirmations and commitments are really important as I go about my life, trying to be more loving and kind and generous. So here is what the psalmist says. I will make a song of love and justice that is strong and true. Grandfather, it is to you I will sing songs of praise. I will walk the path of truth and honesty. When will you come and show me the way? With a good heart and mind, I will walk this path in the long house of my family. I will set no worthless things before my eyes. I have no respect for those who turn away. They have no hold on me. A heart that walks a crooked path will leave me, for I will have nothing to do with evil ways. I will silence anyone who secretly speaks lies against a fellow human being. I will not put up with anyone who is puffed up and arrogant. I will turn my eyes towards those who walk the land with good hearts and welcome them into my circle. Those who follow the path of purity and truth will sit and counsel around me. The ones who walk a path of lies will not be welcome to stay in my family longhouse. Those who wear false faces will not remain among my trusted servants. Each morning as the sun rises, I will track down and silence the bad-hearted in the land. In this way, all who do harm will be banned from grandfather's sacred village. So very briefly, I love the commitments, right? From the beginning, I will make a song of love and justice that is strong and true, right? And what is a part of that? What is the commitment? The commitment there is to rooting out, and in the very last voice, to track down and silence the bad-hearted in this land. In this way, all who do harm will be banned, right? And that's part of the problem right now, y'all, especially with social media and the internet, and everybody gets a platform, which, is great. And we can communicate, we can share. I love being able to do this with you, right? But we also have voices, and the voice of the most powerful man in the world, who is the dictator of this country right now, saying horrible things. And how can we silence those voices? Well, we silence them by ignoring them, and we also silence by countering them, right? Not fighting them directly necessarily, because that just gives them more attention, more fuel, more places to strike out against, but to fight them by doing something different in whatever we do, wherever we are, to bring love and kindness and connection and to welcome. I think hospitality is something we forget, is that sense of welcome to whoever it may be that we find ourselves encountering, right? So again, y'all, I hope that as this week of Easter ends, we move into the second Sunday of Easter, just really the beginning of Eastertide, that you can find these ways to continue to find hope and to find joy, even if you're consciously seeking joy. I think that's a powerful thing to say. How am I going to find joy today? How will I make joy in my life and joy with others and joy for others, right? And I hope you can do this. Also, y'all, I do hope to be back writing. It is an extraordinarily busy time for me, so you may find more videos and a bit of delay with videos, but I appreciate that. Once the election comes, Cinco de Mayo here in Ohio, it kind of rhymes, right? That's kind of cool. I got to remember that. Cinco de Mayo here in Ohio. Woohoo! I just came up with something. So once that comes, my schedule is going to open up, and I hope to be more consistent. And I really do want to write more here. As much as I enjoy the videos or the podcasts, as you may be getting them, I'm a writer, and I want to do that more. All right, y'all. Blessing and good. Be bold. Be well. Hold fast, y'all.